Fashion time. You don't have to build them, but you'll find them here. And I know. Welcome back, folks. Thank you so much for joining. If you're new, my name is Wispy, and this here is the Fashion Farm. To those of you who have been following the Fashion Farm, I apologize. I know I haven't made a video in a while, and I don't think I need to explain, but I will because I feel like I should. I just really haven't felt like playing For Honor for the last month or so, and those of you who play For Honor, I'm sure you understand. I was farming with the Ocelotl, and honestly, I don't say this about a lot of characters, because I just don't think it's all that true when people say it. Usually I think it comes from a place where they just don't understand the character very much, but the Ocelotl is kind of brain dead. The character just doesn't have a whole lot. Like, he can go on forever, but there are so many dead ends. There are a lot of awkward moments in fighting where you get to an end of your chain and it's just like, alright, well, I guess I'll start again. You really don't change your playstyle with this character depending on situations. You just kind of do Ocelotl, and that is brain dead to me. Like, through all of the farming, I will tell you, my brain just felt numb by the end of it, so I had to stop. I had to. But I think another issue with the character is his fashion. Like, yeah, this looks cool, but I feel like about 90% of the Ocelotl you'll see are gonna look like this because you have forced colors on a lot of Ocelotl's gear. You know, like this chest, no matter what you change it to, you're going to have that red around the waist and the red on the, I don't know what those are called, the metal parts around the waist. So you kind of have to work that into your fashion with this. So, of course, most people are going to end up on Dry Blood or Bloodbath, right? Because it's the only thing that kind of matches with it. You could also work in a Spirits, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Or Peace. Peace works too. But once again, they all kind of do the same thing. Except for the feathers, which I'll get into. I do have 3 that I'm gonna break down in this one, but I wouldn't say that they're quite finished. I feel like this first one is closest to being finished, but I think the character itself needs more gear to make some of the stuff that he has work in a fashion, and I'll get into that later. I'm trying to make these videos shorter so you don't have to pull out your handy dandy notebook and jot everything down. So we'll just get into the concept for these. Yeah, the first one, I kind of like the idea of like an Imperial Ocelotl, like an Ocelotl that maybe has been around for a while and has spent time with the Romans, got in good with the Centurion, you know what I mean, and is a higher up in the army, actually fighting against his own kind. That's kind of what I was going for with this one, or vice versa. Could be a Centurion or a Roman gladiator who was taken prisoner long ago and has adopted a new culture, but kept his kind of aggressive fighting style, you know. On this one I have the Annihilator helm, I've got the Annihilator chest, I've got the Tracker arms, Crimson Gold club, the Heart of Mexica head, and the Claws of the Jaguar shaft. For the weapons, I kind of just wanted gold and no like super vibrant colors, because some of the weapons have like greens and blues. I didn't want to work any of that into the fashion. The ornament is the feral teeth. I went with this one because the mask itself has a similar look to it. I've got the gold material on just because It's the only one that I feel like, besides the bronze, you could go with bronze as well. You can't go too colorful with this because it actually adds the color to the feathers on the headdress, which is cool. It's a cool thing to do, but it doesn't really work with anything unless you just go cinnabar to make it all red, but then you still have the gold on the ornament, so you might as well just go gold, is how I see it. Or torchlight. Torchlight could work, but then you'll end up with the kind of shiny on the feathers on the legs and the shiny on the feathers on the headdress, but not on the arm. So keep that in mind. It does kind of make the feathers on the head a little more vibrant, but it's not necessary really. The reason I went with dry blood out of the 3 or 4 that I said you could go with earlier is because it actually makes the feathers match the feathers on the arm, which is another issue I have with Ocelotl's fashion. The sleeved arms, you can't really change all that much. You kind of just have to work around them, so it kind of forces you to either have the sleeves or not have sleeves. And if you do have sleeves, you can't, you can go with the chest that goes with the sleeves, but then I feel like most of those chests look kind of boring. There's not a lot going on with them, so then you kind of lean towards not having anything on the chest at all, just with the sleeves, but then you kind of just have to work around the sleeves. But the sleeves look so cool, you know? But anyway, that's my gripes out of the way. Dry blood is what I went with. As you can see with the others, you could go with the Gale. It has the same kind of red in it, so if you're working with a pattern on the cape, you could probably make it match with this fashion a bit more, and then you could bring in more blues into this fashion as well if you're feeling it, which could be cool. And as you can see with the bloodbath, it just makes it all red, so you're missing out on matching your feathers with the arm feathers. But yeah, that's why I went with dry blood. I've got nothing on anything for now, just because I feel like the character doesn't really need it anywhere. You could throw something quick on the back just to make a design, but honestly, I feel like most of the new stuff just looks better without. I went with the tracker arms actually I didn't go with it for this reason, but I do like that the tracker arms have kind of like this paint that slightly matches the paint on the chest. Like, I could have gone with the full tracker alternate, but because this one has the paint on the arm, I felt like that would have been a better cohesive look for this. I guess on the arm you could probably put something just to break up, just to bring some more red onto the arm. Right, that looks pretty cool actually. The Dire Storm from the Rabid Wolf Elite outfit. Don't know when I got that, but cool. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I'm not mad at it. That is the first build. I actually really like this one. It's pretty standard. I feel like most Ocelotl out there are looking like this, or you know, should I try to build around the blue? I feel like you could, right? Then you can go with like this weapon, but there's no gold on it. Yeah, you could go with the Heart of Mexica. Yeah. It could be cool. Can't say that I'm necessarily feeling it, but could be cool. This one works too. The exotic. You're missing out on the red though. On to the second one. This one, oh boy. I really played around with this one. I know it doesn't look like it, but I really wanted, it was mainly with the helmet because there are alternates on the helmet, but I wanted the idea behind this to be like you're walking in the jungle and it gets a little late and dusk is coming in, you know, and you see what looks like a flower, like a super vibrant flower off in the distance. You get closer and it just leads you straight to your death, you know, like having that beauty right above like skull seems so cool to me. And it's so vibrant and like beautiful with just death right underneath. And I paired it with the snakeskin arms just because, you know, hand in hand. Just kind of goes with the you know what it kind of reminds me of, and I think this is more so what I was feeling with this one. Those like acid spitting demons from Jurassic Park. I had so many nightmares about them when I was a kid, but that's what this reminded me of. That's what I was going for here. Something that is like going to attract you in because it seems unassuming. Like you're just like if you're in a rainforest, everything is going to be beautiful and vibrant, but I just imagine the sun catching that headdress in just the right way to attract someone to it, and then you're done. Or an animal, like he could be an expert hunter or something, you know. I don't know what type of animal that's worth killing would be attracted to a giant flower, but worth killing, listen to me, worth killing for food, you know. That's what I mean. But anyway, yeah, that's the energy that I went into this one with. And when I was talking about the alternate, you could either go with like the headdress color doesn't change, but I think the material and the color that you're using flips. I'm saying swap and flip at the same time. It swips between the two, on the skull to the whatever design that is on the head and the teeth. I think on this one the teeth keep their color, but you can change the material. Oh, can you change the color? The color is just on the design, yeah. And the material is the skull. So something to think about here. If you're using this one, I think it's the opposite. Yeah, the color, and this is good for like if you don't have a material to change the mask color, you can just use this one to change the mask color, and then the design and the teeth are your material, which is pretty cool. But yeah, I wanted to go off obviously with the black skull, just death and destruction, you know. But before we get into that one, I actually forgot that on this one, if you want to, I don't have an effect on it, but demonic sacrifice looks pretty good with this one. Also, falling feathers, the feathers actually kind of match the feathers on the character, so that could be cool if that's your thing. But demonic sacrifice for me seems to be the best looking. Alright, into this one, I have the Remnant Helm, the Survivor alternate chest, no cape, as you can see. I also really wish that instead of the alternate not having a cape at all, I wish that it was just, so when they were showing off the concept art for this character, they had like the sash going off to the side, kind of how Centurion has. I wish it just turned into that. Instead of like the full cape, you just have the half sash thing on the back. But what are you gonna do? Just ideas, you know, things that this character needs in the future, I feel like. But I have the Survivor alternate chest. I've got the Constrictor alternate arms for both sleeves. I've got the Crocodile's Maw club, Crocodile's Maw head, and the Bronze Reprisal shaft. I've got, once again, oh well, this one I have no ornament. I would go with this one. This one looks pretty cool, but once again, it's gold and a little too vibrant for this look, in my opinion. I would want to go with something a little more understated, but the guy really doesn't have anything that's just like going to be black, but also give some, I don't know, some more dimension to the arms. Like this one kind of does it, but why? Like this one is not Jaguar or Ocelot inspired, so can't really go with that. It would have to be something like this, right? Like this looks pretty cool with the Moriendi Elite outfit. I'm not mad at it. The feathers look kind of silly, I will say, but yeah, that is what I would go for. If you're gonna get anything on this one, I would go for that one. Montadea. I have the black iron material, the Lakeside color palette. Yeah, once again, like low rep stuff. You could go super dark with it with bleeding. Bleeding looks cool as well because you get that little trickle of red above the head. And red built into the standards. I don't know what that is actually. The cloth around the thighs. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And I actually didn't know that changed with your color palette. But that's pretty dope. You can get some cool colors in there. And they're shiny. So you could get some shiny colors and then pair that with your shiny materials. Either way, I have Lakeside and nothing anywhere. Once again, I would want to go with maybe an embossing on the back, just because I like how these look on skin. You know, it's like someone etched something into their skin. But honestly, none of these really look. This shit makes me itchy. Like, I hate that. None of it looks all that cool for this one. Maybe this. Like, that looks kind of edgy. But that's about it. I wish they had some more, like, animal print kind of stuff. But it's all good. It's all good. It's not, that would be me using it for what it's not meant to be used for anyway. But yeah, I've got nothing. On to, oh wait, so effects for this one, I would say that the, which one was it? Fumes of Horkos looks pretty cool on this one, just for the green underneath to match with the sleeves. But I would also say there's an effect that I haven't seen come back out with like darkness arms coming out of the, like just hands coming out of the ground. I haven't seen that. I don't know what it's called, but I feel like they only ran it once, the event that comes with, and never ran it again. So I'm fingers crossed for whenever they bring that back. But yeah, Fumes of Horkos works pretty well with this. Same with Smoke, I think, with the yellow. But that's about it. Yeah, Root and Branch maybe could be cool. Nah. The third one, on the other hand, definitely not close to being done, but I do love the aesthetic of this one. Like I'm leaning fully into this mask. The mask is the focal point for this. As you can tell, with all three of these, I have like a style that I like with the Ocelotl. I don't even like the chests that have either the feathers, the skin, or the snake skin. Either the feathers, the snake skin, or the leopard pelt. I'm not a fan of these. I don't know why. They just don't do it for me, honestly. So I didn't even really look at them for any of these. I may have glanced at them, but I just know that it's not my style at all. So for this one, this mask is really cool just because it's the alternate of, actually it's not the alternate, it's the main one. So it's the Survivor helm, and you can get so many different colors on this, right? So it takes multiple colors. It looks like it actually takes like all of the colors from your palette somewhere on either the headdress or the mask, and then you can change the base of the mask with your material. So there's so much that you can change about this mask. And so vibrant, you can make it so vibrant as well. So this is easily my favorite mask that this character has. You can do so much with it, but there's just not, the character doesn't have much to fit with it, in my opinion. Like, I think that maybe one of these chests maybe could do the trick, but even then, like, I don't feel like these make it pop, you know? I need something that makes this mask pop. Nothing so far does that, but it's all good. I wish there was a chest that had the same material as this mask, or arms that have the same material as this mask, like as armor or something. I don't know. Helm is the survivor helm. The chest is a remnant chest, just because I don't think any of the other chests really do it justice. Maybe the survivor chest could do it, just because it's super understated. There's not much going on with it, and it just has black around the waist instead of like a completely different color. You know, this one has red, this one has white, so you kind of have to lean into those. With black, you don't really have to commit to the black, right? I'll stick with this one just because I actually do like the difference in colors on this. Like, if I could somehow get red worked into the mask as well, but still keep it this vibrant with like yellows and whatever else, I don't know. I might want to stick with this one, you know, but it's just hard to find anything that works with that red. You know, especially since the mask itself is always gonna be like that. No, this kind of does it. But once again, it's the same colors, dude. The same ones. Yeah, and it's not even like really a red or a maroon. It's more of a brown or like an orange, closer to orange. Yeah, I think this is it. This is the color. Which, I mean, it's not bad, but there just aren't a lot of palettes that have orange built into them. So it makes it a little difficult to make it work, but that's neither here nor there. I just like how this mask looks with this. So, what did I even go over? Remnant? I've got the survivor helm, the remnant chest, the provider alternate arms for double sleeves once again. I've got the Stillwater treasure club, the Stillwater treasure head, and the Stillwater treasure shaft. I actually didn't know I had all three put together, but yeah, for the blues, you know. I have no ornaments on this one. I actually think this one would do a bit better with this, just for the color. Yeah, it still doesn't, it's not doing it. It's not doing it, because I feel like for this one I want to go more like Aztec, but not with a face on your arm. That's kind of weird to me. This one's not bad. Maybe change the material. Like, if I were to go with a matte material, this might be able to work a bit better. But at this point, I've honestly just kind of, I'm at an end point for this fashion. So the rest is up to you guys. I would love to see what you guys come up with. This one's not bad. This one's not bad at all. I actually really like it because it works with the legs, but like, that's me committing to these legs. It at least brings the legs into the arms, you know? Which I'm not mad at. Alright, we're putting it on. Put it on. Perilous Venture. Perilous Venture as the ornament. I've got this silver material on this one, just because I like how it looks on that mask, honestly. Like, I do like that you can get some really cool colors onto this mask. The bedrock, oh my god, dude, the bedrock. I want to use bedrock more often on more fashion builds, to be honest. But yeah, this doesn't look bad. The amber, it actually kind of matches the it's not bad, y'all. It's not bad. Hey, look, maybe go amber, maybe go amber. Maybe that's the look. But that is up to you guys. I thought I was gonna use this verdigris, but I actually don't like the verdigris on this character at all. The color is the Orange Grove. Oh, that's where I got the ornament from, with the Rabid Wolf Elite outfit. Literally bought an elite outfit just for the color. Nice. Classic me. Nothing on anything else. And that's it, man. That is my Ocelotl fashion builds. Take it or leave it, build your own, let me know how it goes. Let me know how you feel about the Ocelotl's fashion as well, how you feel about the Ocelotl's moveset. I don't know, it's been a while since I've played the game. I don't quite remember how the character is played. I don't know if they changed anything about the character. I don't think they had any reworks since the last time I played. But yeah, thank you guys for joining. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, feel free to leave a like, and if you want to see more videos by me, consider subscribing. I'm gonna do a poll for the next fashion farm. Just keep an eye out for it. I'm not going to spoil who's gonna be in it, but there will be a poll popping up soon. So check out the Armored Core playthrough. Armored Core is one of my favorite games since childhood, and I have been having a blast playing that game, and it has awoken like the gamer in me, you know. I haven't played much outside of For Honor in a while, and I'm like, dude, I gotta check out some more games. And I miss like doing Let's Plays and having longer form videos. So anyway, there will be more of that in the future, as well as getting back to some fashion. And that's the other thing with this game. I play this game strictly for the fashion. I've learned this about myself, but they make it so hard to play this game just for the fashion. You have to do too much to get fashion in this game. Hours of playing a character, and most of the time I'm playing characters I don't even know how to play, and I have no interest in playing after the fact. So it's just it gets kind of daunting. That's that's all I'm saying. I hope you guys are staying safe. I hope you're staying healthy, hydrated, motivated, and you know where to find me. I'll be here, and I'll be doing this.